Friends, in this video we will learn about Gaussian random variable and some properties of the independent random variables. So here I have taken a problem from the previous GATE exam, and the question is, let U and V be two independent zero mean Gaussian random variables of variances 1/4 and 1/9 respectively. The probability that 3V is greater or equal to 2U is what? Okay, these are the options. So here we have U and V as zero mean Gaussian random variable. So we will first learn the Gaussian random variables, and then we will try to understand how we can solve this one. So this is like two independent random variables has been mixed. So we will try to find the joint probability density function as well. So we will learn some joint PDF properties. So start with Gaussian random variable first. So here it is the Gaussian random variable, and the Gaussian random variable can be defined by the probability density function mentioned here, that is fxx. X is the random variable and x is the values, or you can say variable that has been that is a set of this random variable x. Okay, so this is the formula: 1/√2 pi sigma x square exponential minus x mean whole square divided by 2 sigma x square. So x mean, we all know this is the mean value of the random variable. Sigma x is the variance, so we must know sigma x is the variance. Mean x is of course the mean. So this is the formula. So mean, how we can define the mean? Mean x is minus infinity to infinity x into fxx dx. This is the probability density function. So if we integrate the x function from minus infinity to infinity with the probability by multiplying with the probabilities at each point, then we will get the mean value. Okay, x square mean, how we can get? Of course we will multiply the x square function with each point probabilities at different point and integrate it from minus infinity to infinity. Then we will call the squared mean, and the variance will be calculated by this formula: x square minus x mean whole square, or it is actually x minus x mean whole square mean, you can say. Means how much the x function varies from its mean value, that the square of that will give a square average of that will give the variance. So how the function varies from its mean is defined by the variance. That's why it is called the variance. One more thing that is not important for exam for this question, but it is somewhat we must know, that is, if we take the root of this, then that will be called the standard deviation. So here we know about the mean, how we can calculate the mean, how we can calculate the squared mean, how we can calculate the variance. When we will use these in writing this Gaussian random variable. So here is the formula of the Gaussian random variable. And now the question is how the Gaussian random variable, the function, the PDF function of the Gaussian random variable looks like. So here it is. This is the symmetric function, and we can see that about the mean, the function is symmetric, exactly symmetric. So this is the property of Gaussian random variable that will be used in the given question. So this is all about the Gaussian random variable that we must know to solve this problem. Now I want to explain the joint probability density function of two different random variables. So if we have two random variables x and y, then to deal with any combination of xy, for example x plus 2y, means here we have 3v greater equals to 2u. So I will come to that function later for the given question, but the main concern was that here there was some functions generated. So if any type of relation is there in the function of two random variables x and y, x plus 2y, x minus y, or anything, x minus 2y you can say, x plus 3y you can say, anything, then we must know joint PDF to for the probability of any of these combinations. Like if we want the probability of x plus 2y greater equals to 1, then we must know the joint PDF. So what is meant by joint PDF? It is just the mixture of the two PDFs, two independent or dependent random variable it may be, but the mixture of the two PDFs will be called the joint PDF. And for the independent random variable, the joint PDF is given by this only. Fxy is given by the multiplication of the two independent random variables, simple formula. And we can further derive that xy means two independent random variables are there, then the multiplication mean of these two random variables will be the individual means of the two random variables. So these two things we must know before solving the given question. So now we'll try to start the given problem and try to solve the given problem. Actually we have the problem as again the given problem. In the given problem we have to determine 3v greater equals to 2, and moreover u and v are the two independent random variables. So what will be the joint probability density function of the mixture of the two? So this will be the FUU PDF of the first one, FVV PDF of the second one, the multiplication of the two. So this is Gaussian, this is Gaussian, the overall multiplication will also result in Gaussian. So the overall function will be the means joint PDF will be the Gaussian random variable again. Now come to the point that average mean is given here, that 0 mean Gaussian random variable. So mean of u will be of course 0, mean of v equals to 0, and the variances are given sigma v square equals to 1 by 4, sigma u square equals to 1 by 4, sigma v square equals to 1 by 9. The same I have written here. And of course v square mean will be 1 by 4 because sigma v square we just know v square mean minus v mean whole square, and this term is 0. So v square mean will be directly 1 by 4, and similarly we can have I have derived for this one. Similarly we can derive this one also for u square. Okay, so this is the given things, and we also know that we come to know that the joint PDF will be also Gaussian. And now we try to solve problem. So probability of 3v greater equals to 2u we have to determine. So we can write it as probability of 3v minus 2u greater equals to 0, or further we can write probability of z greater equals to 0. This is the given question. And what is z? Z is nothing but 3v minus 2u. It is a Gaussian random variable we can say, and this is actually the PDF of Gaussian random variable will be given by means fzz is just nothing but the joint PDF. Okay, just we derived, that is FUU into FVV, that is a Gaussian random variable. Okay, so z equals to 3v minus 2u. Now mean of the Gaussian random variable will be mean this one, and squared mean will be derived in this way, 3v minus 2u whole square, 9v square plus 4u minus 12vu. Individually we can expand it, and here the main thing is that here we can also expand it individually because these are two independent random variables. So further by solving we can get squared mean as z square. So 2, so the variance will be this one 2. Now so z is a Gaussian random variable with 0 mean and variance 2, so probability of z greater equals to 0 will be half, because mean is mean we just derived 0, and whatever the variance, this was not required actually to solve the problem, but I derived to let you know about these things. So what we get, that mean is at 0, so half portion will be here and half portion will be here. It is symmetric about the mean, so probability of z greater equals to 0 equals to half, because the integration will result in half. So overall probability of 3b minus 2u greater equals to 0 is half, means probability of 3v greater equals to 2u is half. So this option is correct. So in this way we can solve this type of problem, and this is the concept related to Gaussian random variable and joint PDF. So thank you so much for watching, and keep watching and keep subscribed to this channel. Thank you.